All right, it is finally home. The 2015 Volkswagen Golf R, full USA spec. Lapis Blue Metallic is the color they brought to the US. It is number something of 500. That number has yet to be disclosed to me from Volkswagen. Apparently that comes with the accessory kit. So once the dealership reports it sold, Volkswagen will mail me the accessory kit, which includes the numbers of which number of 500 that it is, as well as a Golf R watch that will be serialized and etched in the back of it to match the vehicle. A pamphlet, so to speak, binder, leatherette binder with a certificate of authenticity with the number on it. Two different keychain tags, one that just says R with the number on it, and a carbon fiber one with the number on it. That supposedly comes 4 to 8 weeks after it's reported sold to Volkswagen of America. So that number will come out later. It'd be awesome if I got number 303. It is March 1st in Denver, Colorado. So again, you're looking at a 2015 Mark 7 US version of the Golf R. These Golf Rs, these first 500, only come fully loaded with the 19-inch Cadiz wheels, 235, 35, 19-inch summer tires, which is kind of funny because it is the middle of winter in Colorado. 20 degrees out today, no snow on the ground, but summer tires. The front end, and again I apologize, she's in the garage right now just sleeping. All of the 2015 Golf Rs only come one way, like I said, fully loaded. So dynamic chassis control, XDS differential lock, DSG, navigation, 5.8-inch screen, touch screen, everything is there. These new ones do have the newer version, kind of Audi Touareg style. Instead of dot LEDs, they're like a fiber optic LED around the main headlight, which is a bi-xenon with auto leveling and turning. But as well, the inner high beam is also a fiber optic LED lit as well. No fog lights on the R model, which is okay, but I do like that on the Mark 7 GTI, how you actually get LED fog lights. That is kind of nice. Your cornering halogen right here, which I did notice from taking it home from the dealership last night, that without the fog lights, it did light up the corner. I just see another bulb going out at some point. Front end on these, you know, again, I'm very limited to where I'm at right now. But brushed aluminum does run through the headlights into the center grille with your awesome R logo. This is an R model, not an R line. There is a difference. As well as you do get the brushed aluminum on the bottom. Piano black plastic everywhere. Center grille, bottom center grille, left and right side grille, mirror caps. I will tell you one thing. From the front, you would think you're looking at a intercooler on both sides. You're not. Come to find out, those are radiators. So this vehicle does have 3 radiators. Obviously a center. I thought they were intercoolers because of the increase in horsepower, but it's not. It's for cooling purposes. European spec did get 300 horsepower. USA for these first 500 did get 292. 8 horsepower, not really noticeable. But I think that has a lot to do with it. Again, with the going back to the piano black and all those accents, 2015, and as far as I know, even the 16 version of the Golf R sunroof doesn't exist and is not available. I don't know why. Not really 100% sure on that. Maybe it's a weight thing. But I would think with all the piano black, a black roof, at least forward half, would have been nice. It would really accent everything else. And for $40,000, you'd think you'd really 100% get it all. But you still do. That piano black does follow the trim back here on the spoiler, which is standard on the Mark 7, any kind of GTI in general because of this upper spoiler up here. It does actually factually have an aerodynamic increase by having those, which is why they're on there. From the back, you do get the dual quad exhaust tip exhaust, which I will note now by looking underneath, it is not vacuum actuated like the previous ones, but they also had center tips. I'm a bigger fan. I'm 33 years old, so I'm a bigger fan of the dual exhaust as I am to the center exhaust. As a lot of current VW people might be. But they are actually electronic actuated exhaust flaps. So I'm sure there's a reason for that. I don't know why, but that's fine with me. LED license plate lights. All US models do come fully loaded, like I said, so you do get the parking sensors front and rear. One thing I will peeve about, Department of Transportation and federal regulations did not bring the LED taillights over. From what I read, it is because in Europe, as you probably all watched videos of, have a single white strip of LEDs that go across the inner and the outer taillight assembly, which houses the LED blinker, probably about as long as the front. Apparently, the US requires the blinker to be 1 inch tall. And apparently in Europe, it's just under 1 inch tall. Therefore, the Department of Transportation and federal regulations would not bring the European taillights here. Thanks for messing that up. That is my only peeve to this point. And another item I can point out for an afterthought, because of these USA spec taillights, there's a gap right where the outer meets the inner. I think that's because the Department of Transportation said, "Oh, Volkswagen, I'm sorry, your taillights aren't 1 inch tall for your blinkers. You need to make something else fit before you bring it in." So Volkswagen said, "Okay, let's rush production and force something else to fit." So, my only peeve. Literally my only peeve. The backs, all of these that I've seen, do come with the 40 years of Golf, which is a nice little touch. 40 years, and they've come a long way. This new version, Mark 7 Golf R for 2015, and I'm sorry everybody, that has to wait till at least April of 2016 to get one, period. These do come with, like I said, fully loaded, so you do get the keyless entry. I don't have a name for it, but I would kind of call them self-positioning doors or so. They do have resting points, but as you can see right here is a resting point, but you can stop this door wherever you want and let go, and she will not move. Do I need to move it 2 inches further because I'm afraid I'm going to hit something? Let me just stop it right there, and it won't move. That's nice. Blue accented LEDs inside on the front doors. Blue accented door sill. Again, front doors only. Kind of disappointed the rears don't have that. That would be a nice little touch. Black headliner, which is important to a lot of people that are into the R lines or R models. Leather on the arm bolster. Another thing I'll point out is everything went to white LEDs on the interior. In other words, on that, what I mean is they used to be red, orange, whatever. These new ones, everything is backlit white. As well, on this R on the front end, there's an LED here to light up the door handle. But there's also an LED right back here on the door pull. So at nighttime when I was driving this home from the dealership, I was very impressed. It looked good. Aluminum pedal covers, R-line. Do get your storage compartment here because this does not open. That is stationary. I'm not sure if that is part of the 4Motion all-wheel drive on this vehicle or not. Full power driver's seat in every way. Lumbar, forward, back, seat back, everything. Passenger side is manual forward and back. Manual lumbar. Manual up and down for the seat bottom. But does have a power seat back. So that's nice. Auto dimming mirrors. Interior lights are also LED. Front and rear. And you can control rear and all that stuff up here too. You can kill that. Blue LED needles for the gauges on the vehicle, which do look really nice. Piano black interior. You do have the paddle shifters on it as well. The US version is going to have the 5.8-inch touchscreen with the sensor below the actual screen, which was fun to play with because if you just put your hand in front of it, the settings on the bottom light up. Really cool. Vehicle does come with the 6-speed DSG. This is the 4th generation DSG gearbox. Also does come with the 4th generation rear diff for the 4Motion, as well as the 4th generation Halodex. There's some mixed things I see online as far as the interior goes, because these first ones only came with the electronic parking brake, auto hold, 12-volt outlet over here. On VW's website, when you look, you'll see some with an e-brake, and that 12-volt outlet is moved to here, and an e-brake handle here. I think that's a thing to come for the 2016 R. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. This actual, more or less, not 100% sure, but at least on the sides and translucence wise and angles, does look like real carbon fiber, not a clear coated or anything, carbon fiber on the side of the gear shift knob. Parking sensor control button here. Your traction control here, which again, as everybody knows, well, you should know, and if you don't know, on your Mark 7, simply push this button once to turn ASC or ESP, whatever you want to say it as. It's really a confusing conversation to some. Push it once to turn that off. Push and hold for 3 seconds to completely turn off that system for all traction and stability systems. Your mode button, which I will clarify on the US, it is comfort, normal, and race. People talked about sport or said it was sport mode, things like that. No, it says race. So that is a US spec thing I will mention. Our logo on the steering wheel. Come back out here. These doors shut amazing. Hopefully you heard that thud. I can get you a little glimpse of the R that's on that caliper. We'll pop this hood open here with a nice hood strut, which surprisingly should be on all models, but is not. It's still the same standard EA 888 engine. These R models do come with a larger turbo, which is very noticeable here on the intake side of the turbo. These EA 888s on the R models are the same as the standard EA888, which on the GTI is a 210 horsepower and 248 foot-pounds of torque. On the R model, it is the same, except has a different cylinder head, and I don't know the specifications on that. Does have a larger turbo, does have a different exhaust cam, I've heard for sure. Pistons are definitely different, and I'm still trying to clarify on the intake cam side if that is any different as well. But I'm sure once APR and Unitronic start messing with these, that will be pinpointed for sure. Everything's pretty standard underneath the hood though. Again, the R, just letting you know what she is when you open the hood to show your friends or buddies or anything like that. Pretty standard there. 292 horsepower, 280 foot-pounds of torque brought to the US. One thing I think is kind of funny and kind of neat is the fuel door. So spring-loaded like all of them. However, when you open it, it like tilts, and it's like a neat race car weird thing. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Standard though, it's got the little actuator that locks her in place. So far, really happy. Very comfortable. The ride from home was very nice. Not a peep, no rattle, no nothing. Everything was nice and quiet. I do believe that for now, you know, this will be it. I am such a dork because I do live in Colorado. Sorry for all this noise for a moment here. But I did buy a set of 18-inch Passat wheels with snow tires just in case it gets a little gritty and dirty out here. I don't plan to, but I would like to at least save these for next season because I know I'm going to use them because it is my daily driving vehicle. So I think that's pretty much it for now. If you have any comments or anything like that, please post them. Please like everybody says. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. But again, this is a 2015 US version of the Mark 7 Golf R. If you have any questions specifically, let me know, and I will touch it and feel it and let you know exactly what the US got. But I think it's pretty self-explanatory based on this video. So, hope you enjoyed it, and we will talk to you all later.